northeastern Cleveland County in southeast Arkansas until 4 p.m. At 12:55 p.m., National Weather Service Doppler radar indicated an area of thunderstorms with very heavy rainfall approaching a line extending from near Redfield to near Pine Bluff. Very heavy rain has fallen over parts of the warned area in the past 12 hours with additional heavy rain expected. Flash flood. Here are the latest weather conditions at 1 p.m. At Little Rock National Airport, a thunderstorm was reported, reducing the visibility to 2.5 miles. The temperature was 69 degrees, the dew point 66, and the relative percent. The wind was southeast at 10 miles an hour. The barometer was 29.80 inches and falling. At North Little Rock, skies were cloudy. The temperature was 69, dew point 69, humidity 99. The wind was south at 9 miles an hour, gusting to 15. This is NOAA weather radio station WXJ55 in Little Rock, originating from the National Weather Service Forecast Office in North Little Rock. The National Weather Service forecast for central Arkansas. Flash flood watch in effect through Tuesday morning for portions of the listening area. Severe thunderstorm watch 267 in effect until 7 p.m. Central Daylight Time this evening for portions of the listening area. This afternoon, showers and thunderstorms. Some thunderstorms may produce heavy rainfall. Locally heavy rainfall possible. Highs in the lower 80s. South 15 miles an hour. The chance of rain 100%. Tonight, showers and thunderstorms in the evening, then showers and thunderstorms likely after midnight. Some thunderstorms may produce heavy rainfall. Locally heavy rainfall possible in the evening. Lows in the mid-60s. South winds 5 to 15 miles an hour in the evening, becoming southwest after midnight. The chance of rain 100% in the evening, decreasing to 70% after midnight. Tuesday, showers and thunderstorms likely in the morning, then a chance of showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon. Thunderstorms may produce heavy rainfall. Highs in the lower 80s. Southwest winds 10 miles an hour in the morning, becoming west in the afternoon. The chance of rain 70% in the morning, decreasing to 50% in the afternoon. Tuesday night, mostly cloudy. A slight chance of showers and thunderstorms. Lows in the lower 60s. West winds 5 to 10 miles an hour in the evening, becoming 10 miles an hour. Chance of rain 20%. The National Weather Service in Little Rock. Thunderstorm warning for northern Monroe County in eastern Arkansas, eastern Prairie County in central Arkansas, south central in central Arkansas, southern Woodruff County in eastern Arkansas, until 2:30 p.m. At 1:47 p.m., National Weather Service Doppler radar. Storms capable of producing damaging winds in excess of 60 miles per hour. These storms were located along a line extending from 6 miles northwest of Des Arc to 5 miles southwest of Des Arc to 5 miles southwest of Devall's Bluff, and moving east at 40 miles per hour. Locations impacted include Des Arc, Devall's Bluff, Clarendon, Brinkley, Pepper's Landing, Hunter, Hallsville, Dobbs Landing, Allendale, Alfrey, Zint, Tollville, Sand Hill, Monroe, McClelland, Little Dixie, Keevil, Jasmine. This includes Interstate 40 between mile markers 194 and 218. The National Weather Service in Little Rock has issued a tornado warning for Woodruff County in eastern Arkansas, southeastern White County in central Arkansas, northeastern Prairie County in central Arkansas, until 2:30 p.m. At 1:47 p.m., National Weather Service Doppler radar indicated a severe thunderstorm capable. This miles west of Des Arc. Doppler radar showed this severe storm moving northeast at 40 miles per hour. Locations in the path of this dangerous storm include Des Arc, McCory, Hunter, Patterson, Georgetown, Wyville, Sand Hill, McClelland, Little Dixie, Jasmine, Howell, Hillman.
County seeing a severe thunderstorm warning also for Woodruff and also Natural that county right there just south of it, and then I-40. Going to continue to watch this make its way off to the northeast. Severe thunderstorm warning also a little bit for parts of White County as well. This storm is southeast of Searcy. It's heading towards Cotton Plant and even Hunter over there towards Woodruff County as well. A little bit of another closer look at it. Let's take another look. There's where that rotation is. You see where I circled it earlier. This is why the National Weather Service has warned this storm until about 2:30. This warning is out for. Going to pass just south of Georgetown. Those down just north of Highway 38 there. Go ahead and stay in a safe spot. Storm will be continuing to make its way towards Hunter and north of Cotton Plant, it looks like, just north of it. Going to cross Highway 17 here in a few minutes and then make its way over towards Highway 49 and over towards Highway 269 as well. So if you know anybody around the Hunter area, just north of town, north of Cotton Plant, or even in Cotton Plant at all in general, everybody in Cotton Plant needs to be in their safe spot. Anybody in Hunter, and even off a little bit more towards the northeast, let's take a further look at where this storm will be going here in the next few minutes. They all need to be in their safe spot as well. We're taking a look at the velocity. Now, usually we're talking about where you're seeing greens up against the reds on the radar. Well, this time it's a little bit different. Sometimes we see a little bit different thing. You see we have some brighter reds there next to some darker reds. That means that winds are moving a little bit faster next to other winds. Could cause a little bit of rotation in there, and that's where they're thinking the possible tornado may be. This is not confirmed yet, but there is a possibility that we do have a tornado there at the moment. That's why you may be hearing the tornado sirens going off there in Woodruff County. Now let's take another look at where this storm will be going here in the next few minutes. I'm going to go check here if we've had any updates from the National Weather Service themselves to see if we've seen any more updates, making sure we're not getting any damage reports. Haven't seen any damage reports at the moment. Have we seen any in the back? Have you all seen any damage reports? Not hearing from them, but I assume that means that we're not having any at the moment. That's good to hear. The storm is moving off to the northeast about 40 miles per hour, and this tornado warning is until about 2:30 p.m. So those all the way through Woodruff County and a little bit of southeast side of White County, and even if you're in over towards Cross County or maybe St. Francis County, go ahead and keep an eye on this. We'll let you know when it's time to get to your safe spot, but be ready to head there for if the warning is extended. So let's see who's in the way of this here. We got 40 miles per hour off to the northeast. That's from where the rotation is. That's where we're seeing it. You see where we started it. It's about 18 minutes from Hunter, 33 minutes from Fair Oaks. I'm about to butcher this, but 42 minutes from Languille, 50 minutes from Wynn, and 57 minutes from Levesque. So we're going to continue to watch this storm as long as it is tornado warned, making its way off to the northeast at about 40 miles per hour. This was just sent out a few minutes ago here if you're just now joining us. Tornado warning for Prairie, White, and Woodruff counties in Arkansas until 2:30 p.m. National Weather Service in Little Rock issued this warning here just a few minutes ago, and is associated with a severe thunderstorm warning that is ranging all the way from Woodruff County down into Lee County and all the way up even to Cross County through St. Francis County as well. So this storm does have a little bit of rotation with it. We'll go back in here and show you where we're seeing that rotation at the moment. You notice it is right there just on the southwest side of Woodruff County. That's where the tornado warning is. Tornado warning stretches all the way back to Des Arc. But the good news is if you are in your safe spot in Des Arc, I would say it is now safe for you to go ahead and get out. The area of rotation has now moved off to your northeast. If you live in the southeast side of Georgetown, I'd stay in your spot, even if you're, especially if you're in Cotton Plant, stay there. McRory, stay in your safe spot, and also over towards Hunter, not showing up on the screen at the moment, stay in your safe spot as well. Fair Oaks, you see you're just outside. of the warning area. But if the warning is continued, you will be included in this. So go ahead and be standing by, be ready to head there if the storm continues. So right here, here's that circulation we were talking about. Usually we talk about those greens next to the reds whenever we have a tornado warning, but sometimes this is the way we see it. We see these bright reds next to the darker reds. You see the darker reds right there, the brighter reds here, and that could mean that we have that means that all of the wind is moving away from the radar, so it's all going this way. But the deal is that this side of the storm is moving a little bit faster, and it could cause a little bit of rotation just in there, just like that. And we just had a radar scan update there. You can see the rotation has continued throughout the storm, just turning right there. That's where we're seeing that rotation. So once again, if you live just north of Cotton Pass, over Highway 33, if you live along Highway, stay in your safe spot at the moment. Going towards Highway 17, looks like it'll pass just through McCrory, maybe just along the south side of town. It's traveling north of Cotton Plant at the moment, but if you're in Cotton Plant, stay in your safe spot as well. Storm is making its way towards Fair Oaks. I'd imagine that we are going to have a updated tornado warning here in the next few moments, and Fair Oaks, you will be included in it. Storm is heading towards Highway 49. It will cross Highway 49, looks like right there at Fair Oaks, near Highway 284, and right there south of Highway 37 as well, going up through McCrory. So, and I just got an update from the guys in the back. We now have a tornado watch for most of northeast Arkansas until, did you say about 7 tonight? Yes, until 7 tonight. So we'll continue to watch these storms as we move throughout the evening hours. Hopefully we don't have any much more tornado warnings associated with them. But for right now, this is the only one that we're dealing with across Region 8. So we'll zoom out here, take a wide look at all of Region 8. Notice how the severe thunderstorm warnings mainly down to the south at the moment. Seeing this one storm that is also we're going to actually bump forward. Let's go ahead and split the storm. Let's get a good look at what we are seeing this storm doing, where we're seeing the rotation, and how that rotation fares as you go up into the atmosphere. So let's go ahead, zoom back in on this storm. There's that rotation. Better here now. Let's go ahead and split this storm up, get a good look at what we're seeing with this. That's the rotation right there. And there you go. There's the little bit of the greens passing by the reds, and that is why we have this tornado warning at the moment. Now, you can't really get a good look at which towns are ahead of this with that. So let's go ahead and zoom back out, get it cleared back out. We'll zoom back in, and we'll get a better look at where this is going and who will be affected next here. So there's that circulation once again. You see the reds next to the greens. You see it just flop there because we switched radar sites. The greens are going towards the radar. Reds are going away. This is coming from Little Rock, which is down to our southwest. Here's that rotation, and here's where we're seeing it go. We're actually going to have to zoom back out here because we're going to have to readjust. Watching this storm move off to the northeast about 40 miles per hour. Wind, go ahead and just be on standby as we continue to watch this storm. Areas ahead, though, I know we said Des Arc is now in the safe spot, but okay, we now have a confirmed tornado on the ground on Highway 17 and 306. I'm going to walk away from the screen here just to get a good look at what the National Weather Service is saying about this. Guys, if you could pull me up, actually, let me turn the camera a little bit here. If you could pull me up from the Weather Center, I'm going to get a look at what the National Weather Service is saying about this and see what we're going to be seeing the storm do. So there it is. We did have an update there saying that a tornado has been sighted at Highway 17 and 306. Let's see exactly where that is. Highway 17, 306. That's right where we see the storm. There it is, right in there. That's where 17 meets 306, right there. So that's that's probably what they saw right there. So we're continuing to track this at the moment. This is a tornado warning for Woodruff County. We see the rotation just here in the southern parts of Woodruff County making their way towards Fair Oaks. We're going to have an update to the tornado warning here in a second. Fair Oaks, you're going to be included in this. It looks like the storm will be passing fairly close to the area and make its way right where 284 meets 49, I'd say. That's where it's going to be coming close to crossing. This storm will also continue its way over towards Wynn. So those in Wynn need to also be on standby for when this tornado warning updates. We're going to be keeping an eye on it for you. Let's go ahead and see who's going to be affected next by this storm and some of the timings on this as well. It's moving off to the northeast about 40 miles per hour. First, the storm was first tornado warned back towards Des Arc. And here's what we are going to continue to see. Looks like it will be in the... Sorry about that. We just got a little bit of a blip there. Here we go. Let's pull it back out. Miles per hour off to the northeast. Here we are, 14 minutes until Hillman, 26 minutes till Pine Tree. Once again, I'm going to butcher this, but 34 minutes till Lainge, 41 minutes till Wynn, and 54 minutes until Cherry Valley as well. So once again, those down towards the southern parts of Woodruff County, this is a tornado warning. We're watching this make its way off to the northeast at about 40 miles per hour. It's just outside of Cotton Plant, off to the north of Cotton Plant, may even pass very close to the center of town there. Going to continue to watch this make its way off to the northeast. We do have another town there that actually isn't showing up. Let's go ahead and zoom back in on that so we can make sure they know that the storm is on their way. There it is, Fair Oaks. Fair Oaks also needs to be in their safe spot as well as we continue to watch this storm. So let's go back out here, see what we're looking at as far as the storm itself, what the storm itself looks like. Excuse me. There it is right there. You see the main part of the circulation looks like it'll pass pretty close to Hunter. There's where the radars also, you see the spinning arrow on the screen now at the moment. That's where the radar is picking up on a little bit of rotation. It should be. That's where we have that chance of a tornado. It is showing up a little bit further off to the north of where we have the possible sighted tornado. We had a report of a tornado on the ground right in this area, right here, just off to the north of Cotton Plant. And I imagine that we're seeing the rotation about right there now. You see that little notch in the storm? That's probably right where we're seeing it. Here's the rotation tracker. Let's get a closer look right where we're seeing that rotation, where we had the reported tornado on the ground at the moment. So let's zoom back in on that. Actually, there it is, just off to the north. The storm may be moving a little bit more to the north. There you go, Highway 17. That's that. Looks like some pretty good rotation at the moment. That's probably the best rotation we've seen out there with the past few storms. So go ahead, get in your safe spot right now. If you do live near the Cotton Plant area, between McCrory and north of Cotton Plant, you definitely need to be in your safe spot along Highway 17 at the moment. All the storms currently off to the southern sections of Region 8 at the moment, but definitely need to be in your safe spot. Let's go ahead and set it back up here. There's that rotation. That's really starting to look fairly good now. So if you do know people towards the center now even of Woodruff County, the storm is making a little bit of more of a turn off to even more towards the northeast. There's that rotation right in there. Going to get a good look at the storm. There it is. That's where we're seeing the rotation. You see the greens popped up against the reds there. That's right where you expect to see a possible tornado, and we actually have a reported tornado here in central Woodruff County making its way off to the northeast, heading towards Fair Oaks. And when you're going to be in the next updated tornado warning here in the next few minutes, I'd imagine they are going to update this, considering the fact that we now have a reported tornado. This tornado warning polygon expires at 2:30. It's currently 2:23. So we're going to continue to watch this as the storm makes its way off to the northeast, at least for the next 7 minutes. But I imagine that we'll be watching it a lot longer than that. with the rotation that we currently see. There's where the possible tornado is, that section that we have circled. You can see it kind of rotates in and around. That is right where we have this possible tornado. You see the polygon right there on the ground as well. This is right into the central area of Woodruff County, making its way off to the northeast at 40 miles per hour. Once again, here's an update here. If you're just now tuning in with us, we do have a tornado warning for southern areas of Region 8. This is down towards White County, Woodruff County, and I'd imagine that we will have an update here. It looks like we just got an update. Let's go ahead and zoom in on that, see what they're showing at the moment. Did you just turn the cam off to the southwest for us? All right. That's right, that's right. All right, well, we're going to go ahead and continue to watch this. Here it is. They just had an update. Okay, there's nothing reported on the ground right now. We just got word from the sheriff's office down towards Woodruff County. They're just northeast of Cotton Plant. However, they are still experiencing strong winds. That's what we just
to 15 miles an hour. The chance of rain 100%. Tonight, showers and thunderstorms in the
Little Rock National Weather Service issued a tornado warning for Woodruff, Arkansas. So it's really just being continued here, and this is until 2:45. So they've extended the warning here for Woodruff County. I'd imagine that as we continue to watch this, we'll probably see it update as long as we continue to see some fairly good circulation like what we're seeing now. There's where the rotation is, just northwest of Hunter at the moment. Storm is making its way off to the northeast. It's slowed down a little bit now. We were saying it was 40 miles per hour. Now it's moving off to the northeast at about 35. Let's go ahead and split the storm up here, get a good view of it. You can see where the circulation is there, just northwest of Hunter there along Highway 49. Continuing to watch this as it makes its way. You see right there where it's circled where the rotation is. And the storm will make its way across Highway 49 here in the next few minutes. So let's go ahead and zoom back out, get a better look at it. We definitely want to make sure everybody to the northwest of Hunter, off to the north on Highway 49 there, if you know anybody in that area, go ahead and give them a phone call. Make sure that they know that this warning is set up for them. Make sure they know where to go for their safe spot at the moment. Getting no damage reports out of White County, which that's great to see. The storm did, though, barely clip in. It mainly just made its way directly into Woodruff County. So we're going to be keeping our eye on that. Do we have any damage reports possibly in Woodruff County? Do you all know? No damage reports at all. So that's very good to see. We did hear, though, from the Sheriff's Department, though, earlier in Woodruff County, that they were seeing some very quick winds. So there's the rotation there at the moment. You see it's just south there of Highway 64, between Highway 64 and Highway 49, right around that corridor is where they're seeing the rotation at the moment. We take a closer look in there, and we switch radar sites, so that's why it changed to red. You see, that's where the rotation is, right there, south of McCrory, southwest of Fair Oaks. We were talking about how it would cross pretty close to Fair Oaks earlier. Still looks like we'll see the storm across close to Fair Oaks. So if you know anybody between McCrory or even in McCrory, I would suggest that people in McCrory go ahead and get to your safe spot. Over towards Fair Oaks, go ahead and let them know they need to be in their safe spot. And if you're in there, you need to be in your safe spot as well. We'll continue to watch this storm as it makes its way off to the northeast, moving at about 35 miles per hour. We're getting a better view of it now from the National Weather Service and or the radar over towards Memphis. Storm's moving at about 35 miles per hour off to the northeast. Here's a good view of who will be in the path of this. I'm sure they're going to update this tornado warning here in a moment. Right now, it's just for Woodruff County, but I'd imagine that we will see an update here in the moment from the National Weather Service in Memphis. Fair Oaks, you're about 15 minutes out from this, so go ahead. Even though you're not under a tornado warning yet, I'd suggest go ahead and get to a safe spot at the moment. And turn up that TV. We'll let you know whenever it's safe to get out. 37 minutes from Fairfield, 47 minutes from Cherry Valley, and 56 minutes from Bay Village. Cherry Valley, Bay Village, and Fairfield, just be on standby. You don't have to get to your safe spot at the moment. But those in Fair Oaks, because the storm is only 15 minutes away, I'd go ahead and get to that safe spot, even though they haven't updated the tornado warning yet. This storm is making its way across Woodruff County at the moment. It's toward the central part of Woodruff County. We're going to take another close look at it here. Get a better look at the rotation. And you see it just there. That's a better look at it. You see the greens passing right by the reds. That's what we usually see whenever we get a possible tornado in the area. Now, we did have a sighting of a tornado earlier along Highway 17 at 306 down towards Cotton Plant from a sheriff down there. But we recently got an update saying that there's nothing on the ground and that they are keeping their eyes on it. There's that update that we were talking about. We now have a new tornado warning polygon there. It's going to be for from Forest City and St. Francis County all the way up towards near the Poinsett County line. That includes Wynn as well. So here's the new tornado warning. Let's go ahead and get the new update. From Cross to St. Francis County, you are under a tornado warning until 3:30 p.m. Woodruff, yours actually continues all the way until 2:45. And the National Weather Service Doppler radar indicated a severe thunderstorm producing a tornado 12 miles southwest of Fair Oaks. So it's not, it's 8 miles northeast of Cotton Plant at the moment. So those in Cotton Plant, stay in your safe spot for about the next 3 minutes, and then I'd say it's probably safe to get out of your safe spot. But we're going to continue to watch this. It's a little bit of conflicting information here. Now it's saying National Weather Service in Memphis now saying it's moving northeast at 45 miles per hour. So we're going to put a new track on this, let everybody know how, who's in the path of this if this storm is moving at about 45 miles per hour. So if the storm is traveling at 45 instead of 35, Fair Oaks, you're only 9 minutes out. So an even better reason to go ahead and get to your safe spot. 34 minutes to Cherry Valley, 45 to Coldwater, 50 minutes to Twist, and 58 minutes to Northern Ohio. Going to continue to watch this storm as it makes its way across Region 8 at the moment. What was that in the back? All right, Northern Ohio, by the way, is that school and parking. So there's where the tornado warnings are at the moment. We take a quick look at it. You see Cross County affected by this. Woodruff County, that's where the storm currently is, and Woodruff County. Cross County, you're being affected by it. And the central to northern portions of St. Francis County, you're involved as well. Tornado warning continues for Cross and St. Francis County until 3:30 p.m. Continues for Woodruff County until 3:45, or excuse me, 2:45 until Woodruff County, and it continues for Cross and St. Francis counties until 3:30. So Cross and St. Francis counties, you have another hour. Woodruff County, you still have it about another 15 minutes It's really just going to continue, though, as long as the storm continues to be in Woodruff County. We're tracking it right there just northeast of Hunter. That's where we're seeing the best possible rotation as it makes its way across Highway 49 off towards along Highway 193 towards Wynn in Cross County. So that's what we're watching. Looks like the storm will clip the northwestern parts of St. Francis County.
So we're going to keep a close eye on. We have our wind sky cam now turned to the southwest. If we take a look at that sky cam right now, you can see they are warm. Wind right now not too big of an issue. However, as we go through the next 30 minutes or so, we're going to start seeing the sky really start darkening around the Wynn area. Wynn, you now are under a tornado warning, as Andrew was saying just a little bit ago. This storm is still crossing over the county line there. You can see the winds right now at 6 miles per hour. You look at the trees there in the foreground, and they're really not moving a whole lot right now. So we're not seeing any huge problems in wind now. However, Cross County, we are watching your area closely right now as this continues to move to the northeast. We are kind of repositioning radar right now. If we go back now to radar, you can see the tornado warnings that we have right now. And we got two different weather services that we're dealing with right now. They're coordinating well with this. What you're looking at is Woodruff County has the tornado warning until 2:45, and that is coming from the National Weather Service in Little Rock. And then you've got Memphis National Weather Service. They just issued for Cross and St. Francis County until 3:30. What we're going to do here is go down a little closer in on this storm. Take the latest look at the velocity. You can see how this is crossing over now the county line. And what I want to do here, I want to change the look at, this is coming very close to the, tell you what, we kind of have two areas that we're watching. It's kind of interesting that they issued that polygon south here. It says they're watching a couple of areas of rotation. It's interesting to note that they issued this polygon here, which is kind of south. We've got a little rotation there, and then what we're watching is a little farther to the north also. I'll tell you what we're looking at. When we're looking at these velocities, you see that brighter shade of blue. The greens and the blues, that's radar showing the winds going, that's winds coming toward the radar site, actually, toward the radar site down in Memphis, so heading this direction. Then you see these darker greens here. Now, the reason those aren't reds, there's the new tornado warning. That's why they're watching both areas there. You see the new tornado warning that just popped up, including right there. The reason you're not seeing reds right here is you've got two type of velocity products that we can look at. One of them is storm relative velocity, and one of them is just looking at velocity. So one of them takes into account the storm moving to the east. So if you change this up and looked at storm relative velocity, that's when you start picking up this right here, and you clearly see Pumpkin Bend, McCrory to Fair Oaks. This is just crossing over Highway 64 right now. Catch me up to speed. Andrew's been here tracking this storm also. This is moving to the northeast, correct, at around 40 miles an hour?
It's moving about 45 miles
45 miles per hour. So you put the leading edge on this storm. If it continues moving northeast, this should pass to the west and then north of Wynn, taking it into Tilton in about 7 minutes. If it holds together, Cherry Valley in about 30 minutes. That's why you have a tornado warning. Coldwater, 39 minutes, 46 minutes into Old Weona, and 56 minutes into Mark Tree. Now, did you just now go into the newsroom? Did they have any new information?
No new information back there, but they are keeping track of it for us.
Okay. And that's taking us over the next hour there, if this all kind of holds together. I'm going to change that up a little bit, and we'll get some of these smaller communities also.
We actually have a new update on the tornado warning in Woodruff County.
Right.
Did you get that?
I did. It looked like we had two circulations going on there, and they issued the warning for the one south, and then Little Rock issued for the entire Cross County area and St. Francis County. There gives you a little closer look at the times of arrival there. That's going to take it into Tilton here. And clear that back off, and we'll give you a new storm track. There's the rotation right here, moving to the northeast at around 45 miles per hour. That's going to take it into Tilton 7 minutes, Fairfield 20 minutes, Cherry Valley about 28 minutes. You see that we'll be crossing over Highway 364, taking over 49. Here's 49 right here. We put a few roads. There's Highway 42 right here. So if you're in that area, you're familiar with this. And there's 364. Let me show you something else. With this storm track that you're looking at here, if you do not see your community listed, but
light rain was falling. The temperature was 69 degrees, the dew point 66, and the relative humidity 90%. The wind was southeast at 6 miles an hour. The barometer was 29.74 inches and falling. At North Little Rock, skies were partly sunny. The temperature was 68, dew point 7, humidity 99. The wind was south at 7 miles an hour. This is NOAA weather radio station WXJ55 in Little Rock, originating from the National Weather Service Forecast Office in North Little Rock. The National Weather Service forecast for central Arkansas. Flash flood watch in effect through Tuesday morning for portions of the listening area. Severe thunderstorm watch 267 in effect until 7 p.m. Central Daylight Time this evening for portions of the listening area. This afternoon, showers and thunderstorms. Some thunderstorms may produce heavy rainfall. Locally heavy rainfall possible. Highs in the lower 80s. South winds 5 to 15 miles an hour. The chance of rain 100%. Tonight, showers and thunderstorms. The flash flood watch continues for portions of central Arkansas, eastern Arkansas, north central Arkansas, southwest Arkansas, and western Arkansas, including the following areas. In central Arkansas, Conway, Faulkner, Garland, Lone Oak, Perry, Pope, P.O.P., Prairie, Pulaski, Saline, White and Yellow. In eastern Arkansas, Jackson, Monroe and Woodruff. In north central Arkansas, Cleburne, Independence, Izzard, Sharp, Stone and Van Buren. In southwest Arkansas, Clark, Hot Spring and Pike. In western Arkansas, Montgomery, Polk, PLK and Scott. Through Tuesday morning, additional showers and thunderstorms will continue to affect Arkansas through tonight. Rain will be heavy at times. With the ground already saturated from the rainfall over the past few days, any additional heavy rain will only increase the threat for flash flooding. A flash flood watch means that conditions may develop that led to flash flooding. Flash flooding is a very dangerous situation. You should monitor later forecasts and be prepared to take action should flash flood warnings be issued. The flash flood watch continues for portions of central Arkansas, southeast Arkansas, and southwest Arkansas, including the following areas. In central Arkansas, Grant. In southeast Arkansas, Bradley, Cleveland, Dushay, Drew, Jefferson and Lincoln. In southwest Arkansas, Calhoun, Dallas and Washita. Through Tuesday morning, additional complexes of showers and thunderstorms will continue to affect Arkansas through early Tuesday. Rain will be heavy at times. With the ground already saturated from the rainfall over the past few days, any additional heavy rain will only increase the threat for flash flooding. A flash flood watch means that conditions may develop that led to flash flooding. Flash flooding is a very dangerous situation. You should monitor later forecasts and be prepared to take action should flash flood warnings be issued. This is NOAA weather radio station WXJ55 in Little Rock, originating from the National Weather Service Forecast Office in North Little Rock. The National Weather Service forecast for central Arkansas. Flash flood watch in effect through Tuesday morning for portions of the listening area. Severe thunderstorm watch 267 in effect until 7 p.m. Central Daylight Time this evening for portions of the listening area. This afternoon, showers and thunderstorms. Some thunderstorms may produce heavy rainfall. Locally heavy rainfall possible. Highs in the lower 80s. South winds 5 to 15 miles an hour. The chance of rain 100%. Tonight, showers and thunderstorms in the evening, then showers and thunderstorms likely after midnight. Some thunderstorms may produce heavy rainfall. Locally heavy rainfall possible in the evening. Lows in the mid-60s. South winds 5 to 15 miles an hour in the evening, becoming southwest after midnight. The chance of rain 100% in the evening, decreasing to 70% after midnight. Tuesday, showers and thunderstorms likely in the morning, then a chance of showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon. Some thunderstorms may produce heavy rainfall. Highs in the lower 80s. Southwest winds 10 miles an hour in the morning, becoming west in the afternoon. The chance of rain 70% in the morning, decreasing to 50% in the afternoon. Tuesday night, mostly cloudy. A slight chance of showers and thunderstorms. Lows in the lower 60s. West winds 5 to 10 miles an hour in the evening, becoming 10 miles an hour after midnight. The chance of rain 20%. From the broadcast facilities of today's THP, this is NOAA Weather Radio WXJ55 in North Little Rock, the voice of the National Weather Service. Operating on a frequency of 162.55 megahertz. Please visit our website at www.srh.noaa.gov/LZK. The National Weather Service in Little Rock has issued a flash flood warning for Central Lincoln County in southeast Arkansas, Eastern Grant County in central Arkansas, Jefferson County in southeast Arkansas, northeastern Cleveland County in southeast Arkansas, until 4 p.m. At 12:55 p.m., National Weather Service Doppler radar indicated an area of thunderstorms with very heavy rainfall approaching a line extending from near Redfield to near Pine Bluff. Very heavy rain has fallen over parts of the warned area in the past 12 hours with additional heavy rain expected. Flash flood. Here are the latest weather conditions at 2 p.m.
I see a little something out there in the distance right now. We're going to watch the leading edge of the storm. That is where these
We
wind right now is right here. Our sky cam located right about there, and it's pointing this way right now. The reason I want to, and what it's probably seeing, as I was showing you just a little bit ago, it looked like a little bit of a lowering in the clouds, but more than likely what we were seeing was just the heavy rain. And a lot of times that gets mixed up with some type of rotation going on. You know, I'm not seeing as pronounced of.
It just looks like it's weakened a good bit, the rotation.
Yeah, it does. Tell you what, I'm going to zoom down. Change sources for just a second. Yeah, the Weather Service will probably start addressing that it is a little weaker now. You know, there's the weak little area. I know that's very hard to see right here, but this is where you got to think in mind the storm is moving this way, and the radar's trying to determine, okay, what are the winds doing here, and not really taking into account the winds and the storm coming in one direction. But there's weak rotation there south of 284. There's also some here right around Highway 364. That's one that's coming near Tilton right now and toward Cherry Valley. When we looked at the Skycam just a little bit ago, you were seeing the leading edge of this storm coming in out of wind. Just not seeing, it just doesn't look as impressive as it did earlier as far as the rotation is concerned. Let me put it over to storm relative velocity, which takes into effect the movement on the storm also. And if you notice there, you can see where the reds and the greens are coming together just a little bit.
And we just got reports of rotation in the storm near McCrory from some storm spotters in the area.
Okay. Now that would be probably looking toward the east. Let's go back to the sky cam for a minute. Boy, you got a very well-pronounced shelf cloud coming in now. Very well-defined shelf cloud coming in. You see the leading edge of the rain coming in also. A lot of times right through here, when you see, let me see if I can move this over just a little bit. Whoop. Once we get a bad connection a little bit, it starts getting a little bit mind of its own. But you see, this is rain coming down right here. And a lot of times people will see this lowering here and mistake that for something tornadic. Not to say it's not, but that right there looks like just heavy rain coming in. Now I'm going to just kind of scan along this right now. And boy, that's a nasty looking cloud coming in. Nasty looking cloud coming in. I'm going to go back to radar for just a second, mainly just so I can get an idea of what or where that rotation is right now. We got two areas of rotation. Let me show you where both of them are right now. One area that we're concerned with is right through here. That's, if you're looking on Skycam, that's that lowering that you see there in the distance, because we're looking due west or a little southwest of wind. And then we're watching one area northwest of wind also. There's the shelf cloud coming in. You see a few little low-hanging clouds there on the left side. Let's go back to radar for just a second. Let me. I've got the two areas circled. And Andrew, I'll tell you what. Watch that area and then watch the area to the northwest. Looks like that the southern part is starting to get it a little worse now.
Yeah, seeing a little bit of lowering there in this.
This right here, our camera is here. We're pointing in this direction, and let's show where that is. Let's go back and forth kind of between radar and the Skycam. Here's where the camera is. We're looking toward this area, and you see there is a little bit of rotation. And if we go to the camera, that's what we're looking at right here. You see how it kind of goes down just a little bit. Not sure if I'd exactly call that a wall cloud or not, but it's definitely some low-hanging clouds. That's the area that we're looking at on radar. Here's the camera. That thing's tightening up a little bit too. The rotation's tightening up there. We're watching this area here also, but that is starting to get a little bit more impressive. And the camera hiccups a little bit every now and then. That's because of the connection that we have here. This cloud here
The chance of rain 20%. The National Weather Service in Little Rock has issued a flash flood warning for central Lincoln County in southeast Arkansas, eastern Grant County in central Arkansas, Jefferson County in southeast Arkansas, northeastern Cleveland County in southeast Arkansas, until 4 p.m. At 12:55 p.m. National Weather Service Doppler radar indicated an area of thunderstorms with very heavy rainfall approaching a line extending from near Redfield to near Pine Bluff. Very heavy rain has fallen over parts of the warned area in the past 12 hours with additional heavy rain expected. Flash flood. Here are the latest weather conditions at 2 p.m. At Little Rock National Airport, light rain was falling. The temperature was 69 degrees, the dew point 66. And the relative humidity 90%. The wind was southeast at 6 miles an hour. The barometer was 29.74 inches and falling. At North Little Rock, skies were partly sunny. The temperature was 68, dew point 67, humidity 99. The wind was south at 7 miles an hour. This is NOAA weather radio station WXJ55 in Little Rock, originating from the National Weather Service Forecast Office in North Little Rock. The National Weather Service forecast for central Arkansas. Flash flood watch in effect through Tuesday morning for portions of the listening area. Severe thunderstorm watch 267 in effect until 7 p.m. Central Daylight Time this evening for portions of the listening area. This afternoon, showers and thunderstorms. Some thunderstorms may produce heavy rainfall. Locally heavy rainfall possible.
Was located near Ellis Chapel or 6 miles southwest of Wynn.
Okay, that's the area we're watching.
40 miles per hour still.
Okay, that's the area that we are continuing to watch. I'm going to go back down through here. Here is Wynn, right here. Here's County Road 637. Here's Highway, this is going to be Highway 64 that comes through here. Our camera sits right here that we share with. That sits on top of, that camera I believe sits on top of the fire hall, I believe. Tell you what, is that looking southwest right there or due west?
That is right there. That's southwest.
All right, let's stop it right there. Let's go to our camera right now. I see a low-hanging cloud here. We're getting a bad connection also. Camera's shaking around, so we got a good connection now. If it ever freezes up. Yeah, we'll have to watch. You know, I'm not seeing a whole lot of rotation. I see the low-hanging cloud.
But I'm not seeing a funnel cloud in there as well.
I'm not either.
I'm not seeing one.
Now, when that gets a little closer to us,
I rotated that to the north and back to the south. Didn't see one, so that's good to see.
Okay. That's good to have these sky cams here, which, by the way, we need to check with our sister station, make sure that they're not using that also. Of course, we're all probably looking at the same thing on that camera right now. Temperature sitting at 77. Haven't seen the winds kick up yet. However, we'll probably start seeing that number jump up here in just a little bit. We keep losing a connection. You get a freeze frame, and then you lose it. But right now, I just saw the radio tower. It's blinking here in the distance. So this is a live look at that low-hanging cloud. Okay. Tell you what, let's go back to radar for just a second. I want to get another look real fast. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to look at the rotation on this. See if we can find anything on the new radar scan that's just now coming through. You know, I see a little something right here, right there. It's going to be just southwest or just along County Road 637. Now, I see a little notch there also. Tell you what, keep looking at that sky cam. You see how we have a little notch coming right through here. Right here is where we're expecting this possible rotation, getting reports of funnel clouds also coming in. Tell you what, I'm going to step over here just a second. And I'm going to look at the sky cam. I'm not seeing anything right now. Let's see. There. Okay. The area we're watching right now is still to the west of wind, but we need everybody in wind to take cover now. Make sure that you are in your tornado safe spot. If there is anything there right now, it's very close to wind, but it may be crossing over 360 or 64 right now. I'm going to go in a little closer. I'm going to take you all the way down the street level here. This is Vandale here. This is Highway 1 where you come down. The name is skipping me right now, but I've eaten lunch right here. There's a place where they have some of the civic organizations meet right here on the edge here. And then McDonald's sits up here. Wendy's sits over here. Hayes down the highway here. The camera just now we were looking at sits right here. This is coming right into the city. We've got heavy rain coming into wind right now. Haven't had any more reports outside of the funnel cloud report just a little bit ago. I'm going to widen out this.
We've had no damage reports with this so far either.
Before rain hits that camera, let's shift that camera northeast, or not northeast, northwest from where it is.
The wind was south at 7 miles an hour. This is NOAA Weather Radio Station WXJ55 in Little Rock, originating from the National Weather Service Forecast Office in North Little Rock. The National Weather Service forecast for central Arkansas. Flash flood watch in effect through Tuesday morning for portions of the listening area. Severe thunderstorm watch 267 in effect until 7 p.m. Central Daylight Time this evening for portions of the listening area. This afternoon, showers and thunderstorms. Some thunderstorms may produce heavy rainfall. Really heavy rainfall possible. High
week like what we were seeing earlier on.
Okay. Once again, we were looking at the camera. Here's wind. We were looking almost due north, kind of looking in the direction of Vandale because I was a little concerned with this area here that's crossing over Highway 1. You got the softball fields right through here. That's the area that I was concerned with. And just not seeing anything right now from there. I'll take that off. Vandale, I would still be in your tornado safe spot right now, though, till this moves through. Tell you what, I'm going to let you run radar for just a second. I'm going to check to see if we've gotten any more reports coming out of wind.
Well, here we are. This is what we're looking at the moment. Watching a tornado warning here for Cross County. Possible tornado just in the wind area. This is why we have the tornado warning up here. It's because we are tracking a little bit of rotation at the moment. Now here's where we're seeing the best chance for rotation. It's right in here, just passing through wind at the moment, moving off to the northeast at about 45 miles per hour. So it's moving pretty quick now. It was moving a little bit slower earlier on, but it did pick up a little bit. And actually now it's even slowed down a little bit more, slowed back down to about 40 miles per hour. Let's take a look here at who is ahead of this at the moment. Right now, if the storm continues to move on its track at about 40 miles per hour, there's where the best rotation is. It will continue to the areas of cold water in about 19 minutes, 25 minutes to twist, 29 minutes to boat run. So if you don't see your town name on there, really it's just about 19 minutes from anybody within this area here. That is just along Highway 1, just north of Highway 64. That's about 19 minutes. Areas just around the Highway 75 corridor, it's about 25 to 30 minutes, about 20 minutes from you. And then by the time we head all the way up to, actually that's about 5 minutes there from the first section I was talking about there, just north of Highway 64, about 10 to 15 minutes there just before the Highway 75. We're going to see about 20 minutes there just after Coldwater, and then if you're just around Boat Run, it's going to be about 30 minutes there. So go ahead and be in your tornado safe area at the moment if you do live in northeast Cross County.
Okay. Tell you what, Andrew, I'm going to take a look at some of the pictures that are coming in from Twitter from folks that are there right now. And I'm first going to bring up this picture from Bo Baldwin, and this is from Wynn. And you can see the low-hanging cloud. I believe that that would possibly classify as a wall cloud right there. You can see this right here is the shelf cloud. And what we've had is little areas of rotation along the leading edge of these storms. Maybe a little bit of a lowering right here, and then this is all heavy rain that you see back here in the distance. So that gives you an idea of what it looked like there in Wynn as they were starting to come in. Bob sent in a very similar picture, a leading edge of the storm, get a little bit of a lowering here and there. Very eerie looking clouds coming in right now. That's coming into Cross County. This is Highway 269 South McCrory at 2:30, so this was just a little bit ago. And you can see it once again. It's very volatile, ominous looking clouds. Every now and then you see some low hanging clouds, so you can see how we could get a quick little spin up tornado and how radar was showing at times a little bit of rotation here and there. So appreciate these pictures that are coming in. Want you to be safe. Safety first. If this is passing north of you or something like that, then that's okay. But we don't want to put anybody in harm's way. If you do, after the storm passes, seem to find some damage or something, pass that along so we can warn people that are ahead. Back to radar now, and you can see the area. They have not extended the tornado warning outside of Cross County. Okay, we got J.R. Smith on the phone from Cross County, Sheriff Cross County, and we'll go to him now. Sheriff, have you had any damage reports coming in yet?
Not as of yet. Earlier when I guess you was talking to the dispatch about 350 and County Road 637.
Yes, sir.
That's where I was at the time.
Okay.
All I could see was heavy rain and the I guess the outside pressure dropped real low.
Okay. So far, and let's say when, I guess when that storm came through, so far you guys have just seen mainly heavy rain from this?
Heavy rain and some wind.
Okay, some wind from it.
No reported. I haven't had any reported damage yet.
Awesome.
If so, my dispatch hadn't relayed it to me.
Okay.
Or the OEM Rusty McLean.
Okay. I'm sure Rusty's keeping. So okay, I know you're very busy, Sheriff Smith. We appreciate the update, and we'll check back with you if any damage does come in. Appreciate it. Y'all stay safe. Once again, Sheriff Smith down there in Cross County, he is keeping up with his dispatchers also on any damage that's coming in. And great news is we have not had any damage coming to them yet. So that's good news coming from the sheriff right now. We're not going to let our guard down just yet, though. We still have the tornado warning in effect right now for Cross County as that line of thunderstorms moves through. Giving you an idea, rain coming into Jonesboro now, nothing to worry about there. Swifton, Poinsett County, Harrisburg, you're about to see some heavy rain coming also, but it's kind of Harrisburg southward where we have the greater risk of seeing severe weather. Wind, you just saw some very heavy rain now. The heaviest of it is starting to move out. Let's take another look at Skycam. It's just probably soaking wet now. Yeah, there's a live look right now in Wynn. It does look like the rain is starting to ease back now. Winds are starting to die down a little bit. Temperature has cooled off a few degrees also. Hopefully they got out of this with minimal damage at all. Back to radar now. You can see the area we're watching now is from Cherry Valley down to around Highway 64 and points southward. Got something, Andrew?
And that rotation there that we're tracking is actually right there in that little notch right west of Highway 163 there. You see that just between Wynn and Cherry Valley.
Yeah, let's see. Let me put this scope on. You're talking about this notch right there?
Right, that's right.
Yeah. What you're looking at there, that is inflow coming into this line of storm. So right there on the leading edge, you have a big gust of wind come on the leading edge of this. Well, a lot of times you'll see a little notch come in just like that, and that is indicating we're a little bit of inflow, so you could have a little bit of rotation right there. That's an area that we're watching. That is just to the southwest of Coldwater, and you see that also right through here. You see where there's a darker color and the lighter colors? Once again, I explained this earlier. We have two velocity products that we use. One is storm relative velocity. That means it's relative to the storm's movement. It's moving to the east about 40 miles per hour, so it takes into account that 40 mile per hour movement to the east. This, a little bit higher resolution, but it doesn't take into account the storm's movement. So when you see the darker areas here, you can almost just count that almost as red. Count that as winds coming away from the radar, and then winds coming toward the radar here. So there's where the rotation would be, right there, passing south of Cherry Valley, north of Highway 64, and kind of coming toward Coldwater if there is anything there. So we're going to watch that. I'm going to shrink this down just a little bit so you can get an idea of the leading edge of the line. The line, heaviest part of it from the Poinsett County line, the entire length, I guess you'd say, height of Cross County, seeing this right now. Earl, you're going to catch some strong winds here shortly. Just got a new radar update. Would you do me a favor also, Andrew, can you hit close sweep on the palette there? Down the lower left hand there, kind of give us a little higher resolution on this storm. I think it's one thing over there. Should say close sweep, I believe. But you can see wind is now starting to have this wind down. We do have some lightning going through. There we go, a little bit higher resolution coming in. And you can look at that notch a little better also right through here. Notice how it's about to kind of come down off of the ridge. I'm surprised we haven't had any more reports come from that either.
Yeah, not seeing any new reports at the moment.
Okay. So that's why the tornado warning is here, that area right through here. And we also got a little notch down here, which I see some strong winds there southeast of Wynn. But just scanning through this line, it doesn't look as impressive as when it was coming through Woodruff County. But it is starting, the entire line is starting to bow out a little more. If you notice, I'll tell you what, I'm going to widen out and give everybody a nice little perspective of what's going on right now. Tornado warning is in effect right now for Cross County. Heavy rain, some light rain. Greene County gets a little bit steadier as you head into Lawrence County, Randolph County. Plain old rain, nothing to worry about here. Jackson County, nothing to worry about. Poinsett County gets a little heavier as you head just to the west of Harrisburg. But then you start getting into an environment that's a little bit more conducive for severe weather. Cross County, St. Francis County, Lee County. Back behind that, we just have plain old rain coming through. Now this is going to be, if you have any plans to go to Memphis here, if you're heading down 63 or down 55 from Blytheville and Osceola heading to Memphis, this line of thunderstorms is heading eastward. So if you do have any travel plans, be aware that those storms are going to hold together just a little longer. Be interesting to see if they extend those tornado warnings into Crittenden County or not. It doesn't look like they'll extend them northward, because we're starting to see more of an easterly progression on this line now. St. Francis County, you were under tornado warning earlier. They've kind of narrowed that down to just Cross County now. Has passed wind. The area we're watching is right here. This is the Coldwater, Highway 75. Here's Parkin. This area, this little notch that you see here, that's the area that is causing all the concern right now as this continues to move through. It has had some reports, some funnel clouds with it, some low-hanging clouds with it also. But just talked to the sheriff just a little bit ago and have not had any reports of damage. So that's a good thing. Got anything new over there, Andrew?
Nothing new at the moment. No new updates, and we haven't had any more reports of any funnel clouds or wall clouds at the moment.
You know, it's lost even more of its characteristics there. We're still watching. Here would be the inflow right through here. We're still watching this area. Here's Coldwater. Here's Parkin. I'm not overly concerned with it right now. Not at the moment. Is it still moving to the northeast? Actually, it's probably moving almost due east now, isn't it?
It's still being reported to be moving at northeast at about 40 miles per hour, but it does seem to be moving more east at the moment.
Okay. Well, I'm going to kind of give you a regional perspective on this. Let's clear this off of here. Oop. Clear that off. Every now and then, just like your computers at home, our computers want to do a little thing of their own.
Here, I'll get it for you.
There we go. I'll zoom down. Tell you what, I think we've got it going now. Actually, it may have just locked up on us. Tell you what, I'll step out a minute and we'll go back to the sky cam for just a second. There we go. Let's give a regional look. For those that are just joining in right now, Cross County, you're under a tornado warning for about another 15 and a half minutes now. St. Francis County, the warning has expired. Woodruff County, White County, also the tornado warning has expired for you. We have this tornado warning, which they kind of included all of Cross County. Instead of that more triangular look polygon, they kind of include the entire county because there were a couple of areas of rotation along the main line that was coming through. We highlighted a couple of those areas. We watched them come through on the sky cam and win, and talked to the sheriff, and have not had any reports come in of any damage. So that's extremely good news. This has moved about 3/4 of the way through Cross County, and the sheriff hasn't reported any damage through all of this. Now, that's not to say we need to let our guard down just yet. Coldwater down to around Parkin, we do need to make sure that you are still taking this serious. I'm going to put a storm track on the leading edge, still of that area that we're concerned with. It's that little notch right here. I'm going to put a storm track on that. Well, that thing is doing whatever it wants to do right now. Tell you what, I'm just going to step out for just a second. We'll just put a storm track on the leading edge of this. We've got a new radar scan coming through right now, and it is still showing some very, very heavy rainfall coming in. Zoom down a little closer here. Storm track kind of moving more easterly than it was a little bit ago at 40 miles per hour. Take it near the Togo community here shortly, Three Forks in about 19 minutes. I'd give it 35, 40 minutes. It's going to cross where 63 and 55 meet up, right south of Birdsong, right around Turl. Yeah, that rotation's just not quite as impressive as it was earlier. There it is right there. It's just to the southwest of Coldwater. It looks like it will pass north.
And thunderstorms. Some thunderstorms may produce heavy rainfall. Locally heavy rainfall possible. Highs in the lower 80s. South winds 5 to 15 miles an hour. The chance of rain 100%. Tonight, showers and thunderstorms in the evening. Then showers and thunderstorms likely after midnight. Some thunderstorms may produce heavy rainfall. Locally heavy rainfall possible in the evening. Lows in the mid-60s. South winds 5 to 15 miles an hour in the evening, becoming southwest after midnight. The chance of rain 100% in the evening, decreasing to 70% after midnight. Tuesday, showers and thunderstorms likely in the morning, then a chance of showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon. Some thunderstorms may produce heavy rainfall. Highs in the lower 80s. Southwest winds 10 miles an hour in the morning, becoming west in the afternoon. The chance of rain 70% in the morning, decreasing to 50% in the afternoon. Tuesday night, mostly cloudy. A slight chance of showers and thunderstorms. Lows in the lower 60s. West winds 5 to 10 miles an hour in the evening, becoming 10 miles an hour after midnight. The chance of rain 20%. The National Weather Service in Little Rock has issued a flash flood warning for central Lincoln County in southeast Arkansas, eastern Grant County in central Arkansas, Jefferson County in southeast Arkansas, northeastern Cleveland County in southeast Arkansas, until 4 p.m. At 12:55 p.m., National Weather Service Doppler radar indicated an area of thunderstorms with very heavy rainfall approaching a line extending from near Redfield to near Pine Bluff. Very heavy rain has fallen over parts of the warned area in the past 12 hours with additional heavy rain expected. Flash flood. Here are the latest weather conditions at 3 p.m. At Little Rock National Airport, light rain was falling. The temperature was 70 degrees, the dew point 66, and the relative humidity 87%. The wind was south at 9 miles an hour. The barometer was 29.72 inches and falling. At North Little Rock, skies were cloudy. The temperature was 68, dew point 68, humidity 99. The wind was south at 7 miles an hour. The barometer was 29.72 inches in. This is NOAA weather radio station WXJ55 in Little Rock, originating from the National Weather Service Forecast Office in North Little Rock. The National Weather Service forecast for central Arkansas. Flash flood watch in effect through Tuesday morning for portions of the listening area. Severe thunderstorm watch 267 in effect until 7 p.m. Central Daylight Time this evening for portions of the listening area. This afternoon, showers and thunderstorms. Some thunderstorms may produce heavy rainfall. Locally heavy rainfall possible. Highs in the lower 80s. South winds 5 to 15 miles an hour. The chance of rain 100.